All right, we're thrilled now to welcome Nancy to the show. Nancy, welcome to Around Your Town.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Awesome. So first, let's talk about yourself. You're an absolute rock star in the area, and over 15 years experience. Tell us about all the work that you're doing.
So, thank you very much. So, and I love that rock star thing. That's awesome. It's a lot of fun what I do. I think that's what shows through. So, the things that we do here in Nancy Kowalik Real Estate Group are different than other offices. My background is marketing, and I like to bring all of that to the table, right? So I started out selling airtime on radio, and I worked in cable, and I worked in print. And all of those things teach you how to create demand. Real estate doesn't really teach you that. And so that's part of the values of what I brought to this business. Let's create some demand for your home. Let's turn up the volume.
Awesome. So you have a group there, you have a team, right? So you guys have a big emphasis on team. Tell us why that's important to both you as well as the clients.
So it's super important to the client. For me, ease of use. And so that all I have to worry about are the things that I love doing. And that really, I think, is what shows through. But I always liken it to, listen, if you're having surgery and your surgeon is answering the phone and working on the paperwork and working on getting the equipment ready, maybe that's not the right surgeon for you because he
Right.
can't be good at those things, right? So it's a different kind of person that writes the story of your home. It's a different person that takes the pictures that captures the story of your home. And then having someone at the ready answering the phone at all times, because I'll tell you, while I'm talking to you, while I'm in appointments, my phone's put away. But there's someone answering that phone very quickly at all times. So you want someone that's good at their particular niche.
Mhm.
My niche is figuring out the story, and I kind of come together with an idea of what that marketing looks like, and then I have people help me implement it all over the place. That's how we look like we're everywhere.
Awesome. Awesome. So talk about being everywhere. Talk about the areas that you serve, your group serves.
So we're in South Jersey, and so that
Mhm.
really, I mean, Mullica Hill is the center of my universe. But we go out from here, we go to Swedesboro and Woolwich and Mantua and West Deptford, and a little bit further out, even into Cherry Hill. I've been pulled down the shore. I go where clients are looking for me. So I like to say South Jersey. It's primarily Gloucester County and a bit up into Camden, and we're even doing some things in Burlington County. So South Jersey,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome, awesome. You talked about your marketing being your expertise with drone videos are quote unquote legendary that you guys do for sellers. So tell us about your marketing if someone comes to work with you as a seller.
So it is. People come to South Jersey for land and space. And I say this all the time because it could not be more true. And so when you're looking at a home, most sellers or buyers rather, they're doing this really quick
Hmm.
buzzing through. Well, if I'm showing the facade of your home, I'm only telling a very small portion of the story. So that drone shows the neighborhood and highlights the things that are special about where you are. Why did you pick where you are? Let's get up in the air and make that really clear to that buyer so that they can see what their get a glimpse of what their potential lifestyle is because they're buying a lifestyle, not just a house. So we want
Hmm.
to tell that story. So the drone does an amazing job with that for us, and it's just the tip of the iceberg for us. And then those videos are not just on Trulian, Realtor.com, and Zillow. They are everywhere known to man. We have a Zillow YouTube channel. We have all the social media sites. Google. I mean, literally, it's hard to miss us if you're looking for a house in South Jersey.
Awesome. So let's shift gears a little bit. Let's talk about the last year, right? The pandemic hits, the real estate market impacted heavily. Tell us about the impact that COVID has had on your industry.
So in before COVID, we were seeing a trend of people moving more to the city and downsizing, didn't really want to worry about maintenance. Since
Hmm.
COVID, it has created the most amazing sellers market because people want land and space. They want a pool. They want a staycation house and they need that space from other people. So we've got people coming from New York and Philadelphia like never before. And
Hmm.
of course, this has always been a great relocation area, but now people want to come and they want the house done. And I don't just mean kind of done. I mean, if you have a pool, oh my gosh, like people are beating down the doors for your home because now everybody wants a pool. 2 years ago, maybe it's a 50-50. Now it's a big deal. Finished basement, a place where you can throw the kids or have friends. Amazing. If you have a nice big backyard, phenomenal, especially that's fenced in. All of those little details matter to buyers. And if you have pieces of those things, we're going to tell the story in the right way so people can see the rest of it coming together. But that has just made this market incredible.
Got it.
People are the builders are also not building right now. So resale homes are seeing that increase as well.
Got it. Yes. So talk about you said it's a seller's market. Talk a little bit more about just what advice you're giving to someone who's talking about selling their home, comes to you with their house for sale. What
Yep.
advice are you giving to them?
So we're first thing we do is look at the home, make sure it's clutter free, and we're telling them, look, if your home is project free, we're going to create a lot of demand for it. And by the way, people ask more. Like instead of just saying, "Hey, how much I can spend on this house," but what else is important to that seller? The seller needs time to find a place to go. The seller needs time. We can give you that to you. So if we're creating the right amount of demand for you, Mr. Seller, we're able to ask for the right terms and conditions, not just money. It's nice to have all three. And
Mhm.
so it really gives them that opportunity to step back and understand how much money they have to buy their next house. It's kind of a nice piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, right. So now let's flip it to buyers. It's a
Yep.
seller's market, like you said. So buyer comes to you, wants to make the move. What are you advising them?
So we're telling the buyers to look under their budget. So if you can spend, $200,000, look 20% lower just so
Mhm.
that you're not getting your teeth kicked in. Be realistic. This isn't a great time to buy a house. It is a great time. But because interest rates are so low, you can afford more house, but you still have to be realistic because if you love that house, there's going to be probably 30 to 50 other people that love that house too. So be prepared. Tell your story as a buyer. If you're a veteran, or if you're a new mom, or a family, or someone that's just coming out of school and starting a new life, tell that story. You make it a little more personal. You're not just a number on a piece of paper. Your agent's going to help you tell that story. We work with a ton of buyers, and we tell them we want them to pop off the paper as someone that the sellers are excited to turn their house over to them. So it's not always just about best price. It really is terms and conditions too. Maybe think about inspections, think about how you're handling that, always referring to and making sure your agent's protecting you. But there's different things that you can do to make yourself more attractive to a seller as well.
Absolutely. And so I know no one has a crystal ball here, but you're the expert, you're the rock star. So look into a little bit, maybe the rest of the year, what trends you're seeing, what you would advise someone who's maybe thinking about in the next few months selling or buying.
So the next 2 months, do it. Right, this is an
Okay.
amazing time. As we get further along in the year, if the interest rates have to pop up, I don't know when
Mhm.
that's going to happen, but for every interest point that you go up, you're able to spend hundreds less per month on that mortgage, which translates into thousands less on that home. So you're losing amenities. For a seller, there is not going to be a better time to sell.
Right.
Honestly, new construction, they're all gearing up. That's the other missing piece. So there's land and they can build, but there's nothing shovel ready. So while people are still coming here in droves and there's very low inventory, you're able to call the shots more as a seller. So jump in now. And if you
Mhm.
need to, we can figure out what that timing looks like for you to find a place to land.
Awesome. So now let's focus back on you real quick. You've been extremely charitable over your time and just recently has also built it into your business. So just tell a little bit about that story.
Thanks. So I've been giving to Robin's Nest, which is now called Ascenda, for over 20 years. I didn't realize
Mhm.
that long. So in 2018, I went public with it. Right. So we
Got it.
gave over $30,000 to Ascenda. A piece of every deal goes to a local community. Now we deal with more than Ascenda. We deal with Angels Outreach. We deal with local schools. We deal with food banks, local churches, people in need. Um,
Mhm.
the big criteria for me and my team is that it stays local, that we're not paying salaries for some of these companies, that we're
Right.
really, there's a lot of need out there, and if we're doing well, we're able to then make a difference in the community for those people. And so a piece of every deal this year, we're going to be giving over $50,000 away to local
It's incredible.
charities. So, and it
Incredible.
comes, I went public because I knew, or I hoped to inspire some people to make it more a part of their everyday life.
It's fantastic. And so, talking about local here, June 5th, you guys are sponsoring at Harrison Township Day. It's called Picture Yourself by the Shore, Down the Shore.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so every year, last year we didn't have it, but every year Harrison Township Day is a big deal, and it is the center of my universe. I live here, I have my business here, and so on the street we're gonna have some photo booths. So pop by and get your picture taken. I like to say, take your picture here, picture
Mhm.
yourself here, but get a volleyball. If you're over 18, you're eligible to win a week down the Jersey Shore, but
Wow.
you have to have a volleyball with a number that you're going to register, and we're going to pick the winner live on Facebook, I think on Monday. So
Awesome.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Awesome. So, yeah, that's June 5th. That's coming up here, Harrison Township Day. Stop at
Yes.
your guys' booth, grab
Yeah.
a beach ball. We'll get it going here. Real quick, people are listening to what you're saying, excited about the work you're doing, want to work with you. Tell us where they can find you, where they can contact you. They want to
Sure.
reach out and sell or buy their home.
Nice. So we're right on Main Street in Mullica Hill, 46
Mhm.
North Main. The phone number 856-478-6562. And the simple thing, southjerseyteam.com. You go on and fill out a request form. We will reach right back out to you. And we appreciate the opportunity.
Awesome. Thank you, Nancy, so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.